Hi everyone, welcome to the third devlog, but aptly named devlog number 2 for my 2D indie horror game. First, of course, we want to start with some bug fixes. There's a bug where the outlines are not reappearing when exiting and then re-entering collision again. We have to first enter a different object and then enter that first object to show the outline, which is definitely a bug. The issue is this code. Spot the bug if you can. Got it? Wow, you're an amazing developer. It's only triggering the event when the stored other entity is different from the current one we're colliding with. We can just remove the within interactive entity, it's not equals to other entity code to fix that, but that would spam the event. What we want is a more robust approach. Down the same function, we have this code that triggers the leave event which is needed to set up the previous condition. The issue is the length check. Len is the number of items in collision with, even the ground and non-interactive items like the plants. To address this, we just need another variable and keep track of how many interactive items there were and use that instead. And voila! Little things again like this, but still is a good progress. Now, another issue with our collision system is this. What's happening? Trash and PC objects are interactive and does have to show outlines. But as you have seen, they do not. Well, except for the debugging outlines. So after a lot of print statements, here's the culprit. Put on your Sherlock cap and find the bug lurking. Did you see it? It's the I is equals to 1 check. Silly old me. So removing that fixes another bug. Yay! Now if you're a programmer, you would know that fixing something might, with 99.99999% chance of breaking another thing.
It's over 9,000!
Or will lead you to find another broken thing. So yeah, here we go again with the minor things. The issue is here. It's kind of annoying to see spamming logs. Does it hurt performance? Probably. Does it really? I guess not. Does it annoy you? Well, it certainly annoys me. So to debug and fix it, we spin up a debugger like a hacker in the movies. Just kidding. It takes more time to use a debugger than to write print statements. Aha! The issue is that when the player is both colliding on these two items, it's flipping current with the other entity. Well, I thought that I should handle it via hash map, like keep track of the within and other entities, but the solution was very simple. Literally, just take a break. Remember the intermittent issue of suddenly crashing? It seems I may have fixed it. Thanks OpenCode. Basically, I lowered the constant max lights from 96 to 16 for now, since each scene wouldn't take up a lot of lights. Also fixed some things in the shaders and implemented culling. Now let's go to the next part. Here is some things that we want to address but are not bug fixes. PC at the office floor. Look at this man staring at a computer. Looks like he's a programmer, like me. Looks like he's a social media influencer. Looks like he's a gamer. Looks like he is an office worker. Got you there. Might be better if we can turn on the PC, right, and interact with it. Now let's go to the tedious process of adding a light. We should be using spotlight instead of point light. I made the light red for now. This doesn't look good at all. Maybe I should implement a rectangular light or something. Voila! Look at the player grinning. Let him play for a while. He's been standing for too long. Sorry player, we do not have any sprite animation for you for now. You should contact Wits of the Art department.
I will find you. And I will kill you.
If you have watched our previous devlogs, you probably know by now that I'm still getting OCD even in very small and subtle things. So yeah, let's scrap the monitor light by a spotlight and replace it with a different thing. So I've asked ChatGPT what are other ways I can do about that, and the first suggestion was area lighting. That sounds fitting, so I've tried that, but the current lighting system works only with point lights for now, so adding area lights would be trickier. Another solution suggestion was billboard glow. It's going to be a new system, so adding that should be easier and we can easily disable that. Yay, power of ECS. So here's what it currently looks like. Definitely looks nicer. But how did I do that? Let's walk through my LLM usage as a tool. First, ask a smarter model ChatGPT about billboard glow. Ask it to generate specs. Fed the specs to my local open code using free model only. It generated a bunch of code that I have to review. Since it was a free or lower model, it had a bunch of bugs like in shaders, and it still used the old 0 to 255 range of colors that the older love versions use. I did a bunch of manual bug fixing and editing to make it properly work. So basically, LLMs generate the scaffolding since implementing a new system had a lot of things needed such as components and assemblages. I also implemented pulsing, which can be used for other things as well. But something is missing. You know what? Of course, DevTools.
What?
Again.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Yeah, again, for the billboard glow system. Time-lapse again, here we go. Something is still not quite right. Since the monitor is facing away from us, the glow should be behind it. Right now we have two options. Add the glow to the render system ordering so that it respects the z-index ordering, or implement blockers or culling in the glow system. I went with the second one because we just have to make changes to one system. Looks nicer, needs a few more tweaks. Here's the final state of the room. Can I just say that I'm tearing up? I like how it looks. Now let's proceed with another thing. Documentation. Now that I'm quite satisfied with that office one room, name still pending, and ready to move on to the next room. Oh really? Since I've been juggling work, side projects, and this, I might have cleared the cache on my 2 MB brain, and I might have forgotten how to scaffold a new room. Hey, didn't I just explain that in the previous devlogs? Why yes I did, but I don't want to watch and hear myself there. Super cringy. So to help my future self, I've decided to document the process a little bit. Wow, can you guess that? Programmer who wants to document? What's happening? So yeah, here's a well-written, multiple pages document that fully explains in a very technical detail how to scaffold a new room in my system. See, I'm a programmer that can never be replaced by any LLM. So yeah, so that's it for now. Thanks everyone for watching this devlog, and hopefully we can get this game up and running within a couple of months. Super wishful thinking, yeah I know. See you in the next devlog.